All right, so I'm Sam from 3796B.
And I'm Ernie from 3796B.
And we are doing match analysis for you today. We're looking at qualification number 54 of the Mann Fall Qualifier.
So before Autonomous starts, me and Daniel are each grabbing 2 tri-balls. That way we're ready to match load as soon as Shrieker and our alliance partner switch places.
All right, so we've now pushed in 1 tri-ball, and we're going for our second one. This routine is a little bit more complex than our win point routine because, as you see there, we had to actually push in 2 tri-balls instead of just 1, which required a lot more force and thus required a lot more tuning to get to that point.
So coming into this match, we knew that we were going to have to run our far side Auton because it gets 2 tri-balls, but we also knew we were going to have to switch sides with our alliance partner because we were the better match loading team and they were better at shoving the tri-balls in. So as you can see here, we're just off to the races with match loading right now, trying to get rid of the tri-balls as fast as possible so we can go help them shove tri-balls into the goal.
We're actually running our match loading at 85% speed instead of the typical 91 that we would run for skills, just to ensure that we get accuracy and don't miss as many as possible, because every second counts.
So right there, as we're kind of driving along the side, we actually, us and our driver, we had to practice that a lot because it might not seem difficult, but that is a really difficult move to practice because you sort of have to sweep so you don't clip the corner. So that way you don't get caught on the wall and you're able to shove those tri-balls in as quickly as possible.
Oh, it looks like somebody's tipped.
Yeah. And then our alliance partner, as they're starting to hang, we're trying to get as many points as possible over into that zone right now, trying to shove as many into the goal as possible. And once we've hit that limit, our goal is just to try to shove as many into our offensive zone as possible.
Looks like they're going for the hang.
Yep.
We do not have a hanging mech yet, but I can assure you that will come later.
Yeah, we tried that. We tried to hang, you can see, but a tri-ball was in our way.
That's quite big. Impressive.
And yeah, so we're just sort of without a job right now. There isn't much we can do. We're trying to fit one more in.
Yeah, you can see him almost attempt to push our alliance partner over a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And that's the match.
So we got here, we're starting off with Autonomous, and we actually edited this route a little bit. So for our far side Auton, we turned a little bit further because we were worried about the angle that we were attacking our second tri-ball. It just wasn't enough, and as you see here with our final results, we pushed 2 in very deeply, which we were very happy about.
So we decided before this match started that we would let Arsenic match load because we were going to run our far side Auton because it guaranteed us 3 tri-balls. Theirs only got 2, I believe, so we were thinking Auton should be one of our concerns. And we figured, well, they match load, we could be the ones to shove in tri-balls into that goal. And as you can see here, we're trying to play some defense on them, but they hang on to that bar really tightly because Arsenic currently isn't able to shoot over because of that blocker. So while they're trying to get free, we're just trying to prevent match loads from going over. And then we let them go for a bit to shove some tri-balls in, which in hindsight is a strategic error because they're able to get like 10 tri-balls over. Meanwhile, we just only shoved 2 into our goal that could have been done at a later time. Yeah. And then as you can see here, we get caught on the goal for a bit.
And I think even there, Arsenic scored maybe 1 tri-ball in their blue. Oh, yeah. I mean, it happens. But
yeah. We just decided that if we switch sides so that we can match load and they could shove things in, because we were the slightly better match loading team, they were better at shoving tri-balls in, we would lose time, and we were very concerned about that coming into this match.
Yeah, these trade-offs, you just have to, you can put all the time into it, but you really just have to wait and see what happens in the end.
So here we just decide to go over and spend like 5 seconds grabbing a tri-ball because there's nothing else for us to do. At a certain point in this game, if you have nothing to do, you will lose. Like, we don't have climbing, so we're obviously not going to be much use those last like 10 seconds. So when we're just sitting there without a job to do, that really kind of hurt us.
Yeah, and those are just wasted seconds.
Yes.
You can't make those back.
We're just sort of forced to stand there and watch and hope that they don't get the climb off in time.
Yeah. And of course they do.
Yeah. So we ended up losing this match 118 to 130. I think with a bit better strategy, we would have been able to come out on top. But congratulations to those 4-1-5 teams. It was a great match.